Welcome to the Across the Pond podcast, brought to you by
Bridges.
and Stephen Wilmer. Today, welcome to the Across the Pond podcast, brought to you by
Francesca.
and Stephen Wilmer. Today, today we have a game to play.
Do you want to play a game? Okay. So we'll just start off with a game before we get into what this podcast is going to be about today. Do you have your questions?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to go first?
Sure. What is your favorite TV show ever?
Oh, I almost had the same questions. What is my favorite TV
We
show?
have the same questions.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I'm just on a website that gives you questions.
Probably as embarrassing as this is, probably Heartland for all of you Heartland lovers out there. Love horses and all things like that. That's probably my favorite show.
My favorite show is definitely Breaking Bad, obviously.
Yeah, you've watched it like 3 times already.
I've watched it 3 times. I'll probably watch it again. I just started watching Better Call Saul, which is like the spinoff.
Oh yeah, I think we started that. I don't like that as much though.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't really watch it because I play video games, but like when I'm not playing video games, I'll watch it.
Okay. My question, what was the last concert you went to?
That would have to be, I went to a band called RTO in Leeds. At a venue called The Wardrobe. That was in like November, and that was right before we went into another lockdown. Like, my last gig before that was in March, and it was RTO as well in the same venue in March, and then we had a lockdown right after that, and then in November the same thing happened. So yeah, November was my last gig. So yeah. That's my question. What is the strangest thing in your refrigerator?
My refrigerator, like, should I go and look?
You don't remember?
We just some stuff that was like pretty old. I won't say how old, but it was pretty old.
Was it because we were just stuff on it?
Yeah, we were just like, we'll put it in the back. We won't worry about it. Like, we know it's bad. Just like, don't open the container.
Just don't open it. I remember one time Chloe had like a loaf of bread in a box, and she like forgot about it, and like for like months.
Yeah.
Like 4 months at least. And it was in a box of like chocolates. Like it looked like a box of chocolate, but it was a piece of bread instead. I opened up the box and I thought it was chocolate cake. It was supposed to be a white piece of bread. I thought it was a loaf of chocolate cake. And it smelled horrible. And then she yelled at me for opening it, and I was like, well, it'll...
That's hilarious. One time, after school, you know, we got out for the summer, and then I think, like, when I went back to school, like, after the 3 months of summer, I opened my lunchbox.
Oh my god.
Some pizza in there. It was disgusting. Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't have any lunch money.
Okay, are we actually podcast right now, or is this just a test still?
Yeah, no, I think we should just keep going.
Okay.
This is the game, Steven.
Okay, so we're just gonna do the whole thing then.
Yeah.
Okay. What was...
No, it's my turn.
Okay.
Okay. If you were a dog, which kind of dog would you be?
Well, my favorite dog is, like, remember Buster? That's like
yeah, but not No, like if you were a
Yeah, I
dollar.
wouldn't want to beat him though, because he was too small.
Because he got
And he got ran over. Probably
All
like
right,
a lab or something, like not huge, but like big enough.
you're obedient, but like lazy when you get older.
Yeah. Yeah, probably like a Labrador of some description,
Okay.
or
Going
Golden
for the
Retriever, or German Shepherd. Maybe German Shepherd.
shepherds are very obedient.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. So is it my turn now? I forgot.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
Like,
What talent would you possess that you don't already have? That like you wish you could have?
possess, like that sounds like I could have a superpower.
Wait, say that again?
Wait, you said what talent?
Yeah, what
If I
talent
could
would you have?
pick any talent.
Yeah, that was the question.
Honestly, like gymnastics, like doing anything with my body that I could imagine or that I want to do. Like I'm working on that right now anyways, but if I could just like have a talent, that would be it.
Well, didn't you used to do gymnastics? And then you got kicked out?
It was called tumbling. I didn't get kicked out. Our mother made me quit because I was
Because
found
you were swimming
swimming in the
instead of
pool
getting ready.
while I was supposed to be getting ready for gymnastics. So she was like, "You know what? We're still gonna go, but you're gonna tell them that you're quitting."
Wait, she did that? I thought she just called and said like she's not coming.
No.
She drove you there and forced you to
Yeah.
tell them. Oh my god. Were you
Yeah.
crying?
Probably. I could have been in the Olympics or something.
Oh, well, I doubt it.
Or just done a back handspring, but that's all I want to do.
Gymnastics would be pretty cool though. I think I would want to do that. Like if I was
Yeah, it like keeps you in shape too,
yeah,
which is what we want right now.
that's what health.
That is what we want. Hashtag healthy lives. Okay, do you want to like do another question each, or do you want to stop at 3?
Let's just stop at 3.
Okay, so we're good now. I think that's 3 each.
Uh,
We're both just thinking like,
Okay.
what questions?
okay, so on our agenda, what we have coming up first is why we started the podcast. So,
Yeah, let me.
Granny, why did we start this podcast?
We kind of just were talking and we're like, oh, we're both kind of listen to podcasts and we want to like start one with somebody, but no one else is kind of like as into it.
Yeah.
And I feel like since we do live across the pond from each other, it's just like easier getting on a call and doing it because we're both not super busy right now.
It like almost makes it easier because we're like apart. Like we can just be in our own setups already. Like we already have setups.
Yeah. And it's
So
not
it's just
like,
hop
oh, I have
online.
to go do this today. Yeah.
Yeah, and right now, like, I mean, we don't have anything else. And I mean, I go to school and stuff, but that's online. So, like, I don't really have much else to do.
Yes, you literally just turn around
Yeah.
to your other setup.
Like,
and just
I'm literally just taking an hour away from, like, gaming to do this.
Yeah.
Because I'll be gaming after.
Well, we also game too.
Oh, yeah, check out our Twitch accounts.
We were gaming while we said we wanted to do a podcast. So.
Yeah, we were bored of gaming and decided we could do a podcast instead. Or as well.
Yeah. But we'll be gaming after this podcast too.
I think that just about wraps up that subject. Why we started.
Yeah. We kind of wanted to try it out.
So, do you want to talk about like school next? That's next on the list.
So, we both grew up in Aledo, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure most of you watching this will know where that is.
What that is? Shout out all our fans.
Yeah, because apparently to some people, like, Aledo is a very small place.
Well, it is
and, like, usually you have to say, like, oh, I'm from Dallas-Fort Worth.
Yeah. Well, like,
oh, yeah.
Well, here, I'd say that. Like, if anyone asks where I'm from, I say Dallas. And then if they know anything else about, like, if they know anything more, I say Fort Worth. And then they've never really known more than Fort Worth. Well, if they ever knew more than Fort Worth, I would say Weatherford. Because no one knows what it is. No. Like, unless they literally are from, like, that area.
Before we get into all of that and like people understanding, like would they know what Alito is? Like, let's just go ahead and say that Steven lives in England and
Alright,
I live over here in Alito,
I live
Texas.
in Leeds, United Kingdom,
Leeds,
uh,
United Kingdom.
and also
Um, and you're what, 4,663 miles away from me?
am I? I mean, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
I think that's what Snapchat said.
So yeah, I live in the northern hemisphere of England, the the northern part of England, north.
So that's how Across the Pond came to be because
Yeah,
literally he
Franny's
lives
in
across.
Texas. I'm in England. The bam.
Kabam. And so
So
this podcast was born.
yeah. So should we keep talking about school, Alita
Yep.
High School,
So
or
pretty
Alita
much
School?
we were put into the Alito school system from like kindergarten. I went all the way until I graduated high school, like 12th grade. But
All right, it's 10th
Steven,
grade.
you went to Coder. You went to
Oh
like a
yeah,
different like
yeah,
4th grade than I did.
the 4th grade.
Yeah.
But yeah, but we did the same school basically
Yeah,
up
it was the same
until
like ISD.
Franny graduated in like 2015, and then I was a sophomore. I graduated sophomore year, and then well, I mean, I definitely would have probably had to redo sophomore year if like if I was actually like in like school like there. But and then we just moved away to England. So yeah.
Well, events happened that we'll probably get into later. But
Mhm.
we like literally did not have a choice. We all
Yeah.
had like me, Steven, and our mom all moved back to England after I graduated high school. So I was 18 and you were like how old?
I was 16.
16 when we moved back there. So we like moved, like didn't have our friends, like I guess our family all lives in England, but we literally left our lives like graduating high school and like being in high school, like that's such a crucial part of your life that I mean that just like messes with you honestly.
Yeah,
So
this is definitely tough. It was
yeah,
definitely hard.
so
Like the first two, like you were there for the first year. It was really hard. Um,
yeah.
the first 2 years for me were really hard, um, and then like I met Chloe and that was good. And then like I went to college. Well, I mean I had already known Chloe, but like
Chloe's now your girlfriend in 3.5 years.
yeah, Chloe's my girlfriend. And then I went to like college, which was like a lot better than like the school I was going to, in my opinion. No one else would probably think that, but like that's what I thought.
Well,
But
because in England also like universities like you can pretty much take the classes that you want instead of like stupid core classes like
yeah,
science and
in
stuff.
America, yeah, you're like forced to do like math and like English and stuff.
Yeah.
Over here, I literally just want like I do music like technology and music production like that kind of stuff. So I literally just do those classes and that's it. I don't have to do anything else.
Which sounds so nice. It's like, and you actually like want to work at it because it's what you want to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, so I'm actually motivated to get good grades in it and stuff. So yeah.
And then after a year of moving like over there, I decided to get a student visa and come back because I just was not loving my life.
I
And
mean, I
also
don't
I
think
had a
anyone was.
boyfriend over here.
Shout out Matt
Um,
Greg.
yeah, shout out Matt Gregg. I'd been dating Matt for 5 months, and then I moved to England, and we had a long distance relationship for like a year until I moved back, and then I went to Weatherford College, and then pretty much graduated just last semester.
Did you
Yeah,
graduate?
I did graduate.
Okay. uh,
Yeah,
so that just about covers that, I think.
that's all our school stuff.
So we're gonna move into like our living situation now. So like for me, I'm living in I go to university in Leeds Beckett University, studying music production. I'm in my second year. It's online right now because of COVID, which is really sucking. Like it's not. It's like the first year is pretty good, but yeah, it's definitely a struggle when it's all online. But so I'm living in Leeds right now in a house with 5 other people. Um, the majority of them also do like the same course. Uh, but yeah, So
But that
that's
is like
5 years in a house in Leeds. So, Franny, discuss your living situation.
oh my god. Okay. Um I actually live in a rent house that we just got in it was July. So right now it's January, obviously. I don't know if we need to like put out what the date is right
We
now
probably
or
should, because I'm sure all of our fans are gonna be like, scrolling
like
back
scroll back to
years,
it.
like
Like
5 years from now, they'll
yes.
want to watch this.
So what is it? January 13th.
Yes.
It is a Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
2021. So in the new year, 2021, I have been going through COVID and quarantine for almost a year now, which is so crazy.
Yeah, that's
It does
wild.
feel like a year.
But hopefully the vaccines are like, coming on the scene. And
Well, they
I'm
are.
thinking, I really hope by Easter, like, it might not be completely normal, but like hopefully it'll be like more normal. Is stuff like locked down where you are, or is life just normal?
uh, no, it's not like locked down. Just some places aren't like their capacity is lower.
Yeah,
And some places are like closed, but that's like smaller places. But
yeah.
right now we're just trying to support like small businesses and stuff to keep them afloat.
Well, here in England, like everything is locked down again because it's
Yeah.
uh yeah, we're just back in another lockdown, and apparently it's gonna end in February 15th, but we like it literally is gonna get extended to like Easter probably, but we'll see. I guess time will tell what happens with that. But yeah, hopefully the vaccines will save us quickly.
Okay, also just another tidbit. We have not seen each other for a year and a half in person.
Yeah, I was
So
just thinking
like
about it. Last like the longest time we haven't seen each other. I think,
yeah.
pretty sure.
Uh,
So, and that's because of COVID. Like we were gonna see each other in the summer and stuff. But
Literally.
definitely like as soon as COVID's like over, we'll be seeing each other somehow.
And then maybe we can do like a podcast in person.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Well, if we have a
So,
weekly podcast going by then we'll have to. Like we don't have a choice.
yeah, we'll absolutely have to. No vacation here.
No days off. Apart from every day. It isn't the day we do it.
So
Uh,
is Wednesdays gonna be our recording day?
I think Wednesdays is a good recording day. Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll like
Because
drop
I'm
it on
free.
Thursday.
Because I'm busy on Tuesday and Thursday and Friday.
Yep. So that leaves
And by
Wednesday.
busy, I mean I have at least 1 hour of a class that I have to attend
And
on all
then
those days.
the next 23 hours you're not doing
But on
anything. But
Wednesdays, I'm actually completely free, so I can fully focus on it.
so record Wednesday, drop episode on Thursday, right?
Yeah, yeah, it
So
should be able to
y'all
do that.
can catch these episodes coming out like every Thursday. Then we'll plan for.
We won't say that like for definite, but that's maybe what the plan will be. That's what the plan is now. But like this is all just like rough, We're still figuring it out.
Yep.
This is just we only just decided we'd do this yesterday, so yeah.
We'll get better as we go along. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I think this isn't. I don't think this is like too bad for the first one, but we'll
No, I
definitely like improve and stuff. So did you talk about your living situation,
don't.
or did you just say
No,
I'm?
I live in a rent house, with I don't know what to call him right now.
Your
My husband,
husband? Isn't he
my
not your
boyfriend,
husband?
fiance husband.
Is he not your husband? Like,
We just
what
like
more does
have
he have
not,
to do? Like,
we
you get-
haven't announced it like to the world yet because, well, we'll actually explain all that later. But yes, I am married. I haven't had my wedding yet. I got
Okay.
married in a courthouse. We'll explain all that later, but when I moved back here from England, so I would have been 19. It was 2016 in July I moved back here. I lived with him, with our other friend, so we all three lived in a house together. And then we moved to an apartment, which we stayed there for 2 years, and we moved to another apartment, which we stayed for a year, and now we just moved into this rent house in July. So
yeah, it's definitely an
yeah.
upgrade, I would say.
Yeah, definitely an upgrade.
I
And
haven't
then
been there, but it
this
looks pretty
summer,
good.
no, I mean, Because we have an extra room now. Like, literally, this is the guest bed.
I know, like, I should be, like, in that bed. Like, that should be my room.
I
Like,
should be in that bed right now.
Like,
Like, I
get
could
out of my
keep myself
chair.
tucked
Get
in.
out of my room, Franny. That's mine.
I mean, this really would be your setup. Like, right where I'm sitting, like, you'd be gaming right here.
Yeah. It would definitely be a hype house, for sure.
And then, oh, we don't have Max in here today. Oh, well.
I
You'll
really
see him at
couldn't tell, because the bed's white, and I was, like, squinting. I was like, is that, like, is that little white spot Max? Like, I couldn't tell.
For all of you who don't know, I have a mini horse named Max. Just
Max
kidding, he's a
Elias.
dog. He's a mutt. He's like Great Pyrenees / Dane / Labrador / Golden Retriever. Like, he's just massive and white.
He definitely looks like a horse.
Yeah, he is. He's 2 years old. He was Buzz Lightyear for Halloween, so we call him Max Lightyear.
Max Lightyear.
But yes, back to the living situation. We are going to be looking for another house, like, to actually buy. We'll start looking in March, and then buy a house in either May or June.
And where are you going to buy that house at?
We're kind of just looking within, like, 40 minutes of where we are right now.
Oh, really? Because when you last talked to me, you were talking about the Virgin Islands. In Hawaii. Well, that doesn't sound 40 minutes away.
Would you and Chloe move to Hawaii with us, too?
Yeah, you were saying we're going to buy a house in Hawaii.
Yeah, maybe that'll be, like, down the line, like, 40 years old.
I mean, I would definitely be down to do that. I'll have to ask Chloe.
I'm sure she'd be down.
I mean, I'm sure she would be. Like, how could you say no? I mean, I know I couldn't say no. Would we buy, like, a huge mansion, or would we get, like, 2 houses?
No, literally that one I showed you for, like, $300,000, it has, like, 5 beds and, like, the huge, like, archway. And
what we should do is literally have, like, a house, like, all buy a house in, like, some crazy island that's really big, and it can just be, like, a vacation house.
Yeah, and, like, we're also gonna have our hype house.
Yeah, we're gonna have so many houses. Like, it's gonna be crazy.
I mean, Matt's really planning on having, like, so many houses, like, and vacation spots.
I mean, why not? Like,
we're gonna have an Airbnb in England, so we can, like, rent it out, and then also, like, we can just come stay there and see y'all.
Yeah. Or, like, you could just buy me a house, and I could just keep it warm here when y'all are gone.
And we'll just keep paying for it, like, or would you pay rent?
I mean, if you're gonna buy an Airbnb, I mean, if you guys buy me a house, I would pay rent to live in it, like, at a discount. I don't even know how buying a house works, like, in, like, different countries, though. I feel like it's harder to buy a house in a different country. I feel like it's hard to buy a house in any country.
It is, honestly. I mean, it all depends on, like, your loan officer and then, like, the realtor people.
Yeah, over here, I just, like, the only experience I have is renting, like, and they make it really easy because it's, like, kind of with the university. Like, you literally just go to, like, the agency place and you're like, I want a house. And then they just, like, you just have to sign up and give them money. That's it.
Well, yeah, because you're literally, like, at the college. Like, it's not like you have to, like, go through all your finances and, like, all this stuff and, like,
and it's
your
only for 1 year.
debt-to-income ratio.
Well. Like, it's not like I'm signing for, like, 5 or 10 years. It's just a 1-year agreement. So if anything does go wrong, it won't be that bad.
Yeah, and it's not like you're going to, like, be able to sell your place afterwards.
Yeah.
And get paid for it.
So, we have where are we now on the list? I feel like we've already discussed that. Where are we now?
Yeah, so, well, also we can talk about, like, Chris and stuff, I guess. So, have I already said, like, oh no, I think that was yesterday. Okay, so just gonna run it again, like, in case I have not already said it. Me and Steven are siblings. Did we already?
I honestly don't know. Yeah, we're siblings. I can't remember who said that.
Okay, we're siblings. Steven is the youngest. He is 21 years of age. Yeah, he has been able to drink since he was 18, since he lives in England. So he was able to drink before I was.
Oh, that's well, you were 18 in England. We just
Yeah,
were
but
so
I mean over
depressed that we
here,
never
like you
like
have to be
went out.
21.
Yeah.
I'm currently 23 years old. Um,
Wow.
and I've been with
You're old.
Matt for like almost 6 years now. We're high school sweethearts, even though he's homeschooled. We'll get into that later.
Homeschool sweethearts. I still
Homeschool.
remember he would drive like his little egg like up to the. Wait, was it his egg back
We
then?
still have the egg.
Was it his egg in high school? So he would
Yeah.
like whip up in the or like drive up in the egg like with Domino's or something.
It's a Nissan Versa 2012 white. Like that was what we called the egg.
But he would. Hey, that's still newer than my car. My car was a 2009. So. But and then we would like
The
go to like Starbucks and
Hyundai.
stuff. Like he would just come pick us up from like this lady's house. Like he would talk about his school. Like, oh yeah, I have to go to this like lady's house and she makes me cookies and like we drink soda and stuff.
It's yeah,
And then we
literally, and we
solve a
watch
math problem
movies.
and go home. Like he did nothing
He said like
from what
she
I
was so old, and he sat down in one of her chairs and literally broke it.
could tell.
Okay, y'all. Matthew is 6'5", like 6 feet 5 inches.
And he's
Like
a
we
redhead.
measured him last week, and he's a redhead.
So
But he's pretty cute. um. So yeah, no, he was pretty cool. Honestly, he would come pick us up with food and stuff, and yeah, he's like definitely the best boyfriend I'd ever had
yeah.
for sure. He's
So-
24, by the way. He's like a few months older than me.
Yeah, it was just his birthday the other day.
Yep, January
Tell the
7th.
fans what you guys did for your birthday. Or for his birthday, I mean.
For y'all's birthday.
For y'all's birthday, what did y'all do?
I surprised him with a trip to Oklahoma, like just us two, in like a Airbnb cabin with like a hot tub, like overlooking like the trees and stuff. Got 7 acres to ourselves. Went hiking like at Beaver's Bend State Park. So yeah, and I need to like get back to what I was saying about like
About what?
there's Steven, me, and then we have an older brother, Chris.
God, I already forgot
who-
about
yeah.
that. Oh yeah, the family dynamic.
Yes, family
Do
dynamic.
you think he would ever be a guest on this podcast?
I think he would. He'd sit there like this.
Like, he'd sit there like judging us, like
You're
telling
literally
us how
judging what's the word I
inadequate,
was gonna use.
telling us how inadequate our setup is, and like how he could do better.
I know, like.
But yeah, he's like
Um,
26. He's married with a kid.
Yeah, he got married like
Firefighter.
4 years ago and had his
Was it 4
kid.
years ago? Wow.
I
Yeah,
think it
guess
was 4 years
was.
ago. He just texted me
In
the other
April, it
day.
was 4 years. Wow.
He texted me the other day saying that his conditional for like the green card is over now, so soon he can like apply for citizenship, which is pretty cool.
Oh, I thought he already was a citizen. I guess I'm out of the loop with that one.
No, he's
I thought your green card
No.
almost means like you're basically a citizen.
No, you have to apply for citizenship after.
So are you getting a green card right now, or are you
Yeah,
getting a
I'm actually like processing like right now to get my green card since I am legally married and so I can start working.
So I don't think we've clarified that like we're all born in England and like we don't have
Oh yeah,
citizenship.
okay. So yeah.
Because we just kind
We
of
were
skipped that.
our whole family we're really bad at this like chronologically like
Yeah, we'll get better. I'm sure we can fill in the gap in the other upcoming podcasts.
Okay, so we're like our whole family is born in England. Then our dad, pretty much the equivalent to Lockheed in England is what he worked with, like BAE Systems.
Yeah.
So
engineer.
he got moved over to Texas to work at Lockheed, and then I mean our whole immediate family went with him because
Yeah.
so our mom like quit her job, like left everything, left her family, like came over here to like raise a young family while he was like working. And so yeah, now that we never got green cards with our family being here, like we're having to do that on our own now. So
Yeah.
in order for me to be able to do that, I had to get married. And obviously it's been almost 6 years, guys. This was not rushed.
Yeah, it was planned out. It's not like 90 Day Fiance. It's
No.
like 6 Year Fiance.
I think it's safe to say that me and Matt are gonna last a while.
Yeah.
Like even after I get citizenship.
Oh.
So.
I didn't know you're planning on that for you. Wow.
So yeah, I can't wait till I have dual citizenship. I can just like fly back
Oh
and
yeah,
forth.
you get dual citizenship. I forget you're a citizen of. Sometimes I feel like I'm like not a citizen of like anywhere. I feel like I'm just like like I feel like I don't actually belong.
And
y-
that's so sad
like
though. 'Cause now you don't know if you'd want to move back here or not because you
well
have Chloe
like
and like friends and
yeah, because like I obviously would want to move back, but like also I've made a life here as well. It's like
yeah.
it's so like hard. That's why I really just want to become like rich so I could just like travel back and forth freely.
That'll solve all your problems being rich.
Well, that's honestly like what I'm thinking. I'm like I was thinking how would I solve this problem? And then I was like the only way to solve this problem.
Is bribery.
No, not bribery. Is to get rich. It's to like just become rich. And so like cuz like money would just solve this issue.
And then you can fly an unmarked private jet over here.
I was actually looking at private jet costs
Oh god.
with cousin George because he was talking about like the wedding, like your wedding, and he was
Mhm.
talking about how we're gonna get there. Like because of COVID and stuff, if you're gonna do it in March, but I think you're gonna move it. But we were like, and because we were like, we might not want to take like an actual plane or whatever. And then he's like, you could just hire like a private jet. And then
We'll literally look that up.
we looked up how much it would cost for like 10 of us to like come over on a private jet, and it costs like 80,000 like dollars or pounds. I forgot which one, but 80,000.
Oh my god.
Um,
Yeah, just go on a commercial like flight. It's fine.
uh,
Who's gonna pay for that?
set up a GoFundMe. Private jet visit to England.
Donations are appreciated and fully welcoming arms will be here.
And they're also non-refundable. So
Yeah.
I can't see
It has to
how.
be
Can you see how long we've been on this podcast?
35 minutes and 55 seconds.
Okay, because like I can almost see it, but I can't because it's like covered by your face. I just don't want to make it like super super long. Um, so what else do we need to talk about?
Oh yeah, well my wedding, like since we were like just talking about it, I got engaged on February 29th, 2020, which is leap day on leap year. So like did it even happen?
I guess you'll find out when it actually happens.
And then
There is video proof that it happened. I
there
see.
is actually, even though Journey started it a little bit late after he'd already gotten down on one knee. So anyways, we won't talk about that because it's a touchy
She
subject.
had one job. She literally got invited on that
Literally
trip
one job.
for one reason, and she messed it up.
Oh well, she's forgiven. Like it's all fine. And then so I was like, we were in the gym one time, and I was like, so why don't we just like get married in a courthouse this summer so that I can start working sooner instead of like waiting a year to get married and then starting the process. So which I'm actually glad we did now because we got married July 6th. Because we set the wedding date for December 6th, like to have an actual wedding. And that got pushed back. So I'm glad we actually like just got married in a courthouse so I could
Yeah.
start the process. Otherwise, it would be a year and a half like by the time I could actually start the process. And like I need to start working because Matt Gregg has been supporting us for the last like however many years we lived together. Like
Yeah,
we've
Matt Greg's been
literally
making
just
bank.
yeah. I mean, he's had to though. He's had to grow up really quick.
Mm.
Because he's just I mean,
Well,
it's his sole income.
once you do get that green card and start making money, you guys are gonna be rich.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna
Yeah.
be starting like putting down payments on houses left and right.
Yeah, because part-time Twitch, part-time podcast, part-time working at Soul Cycle.
Soul Cycle, what's that?
I don't know. I don't know. I just want to take a class. It's like, cycling like up,
Oh yeah.
down,
What you
like
want
to
to
the
become like an
music.
instructor?
No, I think it would just be fun to like. I want to have like a fun job first before I get into like
Oh yeah.
a job that I hate. Because everyone else, like, all our friends, like, got to work at Sonic in high school and, like,
Oh,
have
so you're
fun
gonna work at Sonic?
jobs. No, I'm not working at Sonic.
Oh, well, what are
That's
you trying to
literally why I
say?
said Soul Cycle. I'd be, like, I don't know, front receptionist person at first. And then you get, like, free classes. So, you know, I'd get to do, like, the Soul Cycle class for free.
So, how do you make money off of this? I'm confused.
What do you mean? Like,
You
it's a job.
are you like the instructor?
No, like, the front receptionist person.
Oh,
Like, you
okay.
check people in and you sign people up
Oh, so it's like a
and stuff. It's
place.
like pretty much like at the gym, like being at the front desk.
Oh, my friend David, you know him. David works
Yeah.
at, well, I mean, I haven't talked to him in like 2 years, but like, I think he still works at that gym in Alito.
Which
Like,
one?
the one next to
Oh, the one by
the
the
middle
middle
school.
school?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to go there.
Like, I think he still works there, but I'm not 100% sure. But
Dang,
like, yeah,
some,
that seems
some
like a
people
pretty good
just
job
don't.
working at a gym. Like, I would do that.
Yeah, it seems fun, honestly, because you can socialize and then you get like perks. And
Yeah, and then like free
since,
workouts and stuff.
yeah, since,
So,
in case y'all didn't know, like, I'm an athlete.
have you seen my
No,
Garmin
I won't go
watch?
that far. You see this? I won't go that far, but I would consider myself athletic, and I like to work out and go to the gym and stuff. So, and
I
then
like to
Steven's
do
good
that.
at running.
Yeah, I like to be an athlete like occasionally, but then also sometimes I just like to be fat as well. So I go through
Don't
like
we all?
I go through stages of like being like fat for like a week and then like maybe
For
two
like
weeks,
only a week.
maybe like 2 weeks I'll be like healthy and stuff. But it's really hard right now because all the gyms are closed here. So like you literally have to like do it yourself, and that's like whenever I used to go to the gym, it was so much easier just to like you just have to go to the gym and then like once you're there, you have to work out. Like but when you're in your house, you have so many other things that you can do like apart from working out. So it's like
Like
really hard. Yeah.
gaming and ordering pizza in.
Yeah. So yeah, so it's kind of difficult for me at least to it's like difficult to motivate myself. Because before it's literally like even if I didn't feel like doing anything, I would just like go to the gym and then like when you're at the
Yeah,
gym,
and
you
then
don't
when you're
really
there, you get
have a
more
choice.
motivated, and
Yeah.
there's people like watching and stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, people say like they don't watch other people in the gym, but like they do.
I don't
You're
watch
being
anyone
watched.
in the gym really, like in a judgmental way. Like I think I do watch people, but I've never like
Yeah.
judgmental. I've just like kind of observed like what they're doing.
It's like, well, yeah, people watching, it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
And like you do it without even noticing.
And sometimes I watch people to like see how they're doing. And sometimes like I watch people and if I can tell they're like a new person, I watch them to like see if I'm like because I still feel like I don't know what I'm doing. So I kind of like hope
To
sometimes that
feel
I
better
see
about yourself.
well, kind of I like hope that I see someone like I don't want to see someone fail, but I like sometimes I'm like, oh, thank God, like that person also looks like they're like just figuring out
Or
like
like, I'm doing more weight than them, thank God. But it's not like, oh, they're doing such little weight. It's like,
yeah,
oh,
it's like
I'm like,
oh, thank God, like I'm not
I've
the only
actually
person.
gotten better.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I don't like judge people in the gym, but I do like observe sometimes.
And I think that's fine because like literally what we do all the time is compare and contrast. Like
Yeah.
we're constantly comparing our bodies to other people. Like even if we don't want to, like we're subconsciously doing that, and it's really hard not to.
Well, I
Um,
really want a beach body for this summer. I've never had a beach body in my life, so.
yeah, I feel like we say that every summer, but I don't know. This time might be different. Hopefully.
Well, I always like this is the earliest and my like this is the most seriously I've taken my fitness in my life ever. And also
Mm,
it's the earliest time before summer that I've taken it. Normally it gets like May and I'm like, okay, time to like
yeah,
do some
like
push-ups.
we have
Like
4 weeks until
yeah.
summer.
And I'm like Googling like how much weight can I lose in 4 weeks? And they're like,
Super
if you
unhealthy.
starve yourself and like run a marathon every day, you can lose 20 pounds.
Like,
And then
okay, great.
I do that
Like
workout plan for like one day, and then I'm like, yeah, I can't do that.
literally one day. Like I'm never gonna be fit, but
So, but and I do have like another goal because I'm training for half marathon. So that is happening in May, hopefully,
Oh yeah.
if COVID like lets it happen. That's happening in May, so I need to train for that. Um, so like I have kind of started for training.
And that's like a 12-week program, right? Like,
Yeah. So what day is it now? So I should be ready like in April to do the half marathon, and then I have like another week of or another month of like just
it's like working on it.
ready. So
I think that's like pretty awesome of you. Like literally out of nowhere, Steven's like, "Yeah, like I signed up for a half marathon." I'm like, "What? You just like started getting into running and like now that it's like COVID and getting colder, it's like we've kind of like stopped running
yeah.
like more consistently." And then he's like, "Yeah, I signed up for a half marathon." Like, good lord.
Well, I
Like,
mean, I have to have goal. I mean, I don't care if I
yeah, that's
like
so good though.
I don't care if I like do it really slow or anything. Like I don't care if it takes like 4 or 5 hours. It won't, hopefully. But like even if it does, I just want to like finish it. Even if I have to like walk half of it, which I won't. But like even if that did happen, I just like as long as I finish it, that's like
Yeah,
what I want
that's
to do.
like an awesome achievement too.
Because
And
then
then maybe we'll
also
do a marathon.
I do want to do a marathon, but I want to see how I do a half marathon first.
Yeah,
Uh,
obviously.
because if I just signed up for a marathon, that would be like kind of extreme. And also the stuff I've seen about marathon says it takes like a while to like it takes like actual dedication to like
Yeah,
train. Like you have to like it becomes like a full-time job, like training for a marathon.
yeah.
So I'm not quite ready for that level of like insane running yet. But
And
a
I feel like
half marathon, I think normally it's like 3 or 4 runs a week, so that's manageable. But then a
oh my
marathon,
gosh,
I'm pretty
really?
sure is like 6 runs.
That's like every day.
3 or 4. That's not every day. I
Oh,
don't go to the
three or
gym
four.
either, so it's like that's all I
So
do.
you're literally just running.
Literally, gaming is all I do, and like university assignments, the day before the hand in, and then and then like running. That's all I can do. So
I
yeah.
mean, sounds like a full-time job for like to me. Like you got a lot on your plate.
Yeah, I just need to do it. Like I just get really lazy sometimes. Like I'll just
Also, Steven's gonna make the intro outro song.
Oh yes, we haven't like made it yet, but I don't know if I'll make it in time for like this first episode, but we will have a intro song and an outro song. We just need like we don't know exactly what theme, like what genre yet, but I'm sure we'll get. Am I getting really dark by the way?
Yeah,
Did I turn a light
cause
on?
well, we can like stop it. Like it's 46 minutes in.
Oh yeah, should we
Um, but yeah, his like daylight's fading because literally over here it's 10:17 and
it's getting
over
dark
there
over
it's
here.
what 6 p.m.
I'm going to
6:17 p.m.
I'll try and buy a lamp on like Amazon or something this week so I can have because I don't have any natural light that looks good. So
Yeah, but I like the LEDs in the background. It looks awesome.
yeah. Okay, so I forgot what I was talking about, but should we just like wrap
But
it up
like
for
running.
today?
So.
And
Yeah.
because we have a lot more topics to talk about, and like we're gonna be doing this weekly, hopefully. So we still have a lot of topics to talk about, and we're hoping on getting like guests in and stuff. Like
Yeah. We're gonna have exciting guests, and y'all
yeah,
will meet
people.
people that are in our lives.
Yes, and maybe eventually people that aren't in our lives,
Yeah, true
famous,
too.
well, like semi-famous people, or like
hmm
people that like I don't know, just people. So
But I'm actually really excited to like keep this going. Like, it's actually really fun.
yeah, this is pretty good. I've
Did
enjoyed.
not seem like 40 minutes, 45
Yeah, that
minutes.
was that was just a good phone call. So do you want to hit him with the outro, or do you want me to hit him with the outro?
Okay, well, thank you so much for being a part of our first episode. Like, really, that's pretty awesome. Like, because we just thought of doing this yesterday.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm glad we both like were able to actually get a setup for it. Um, but yeah, don't forget to give it thumbs up and subscribe. Like, whatever this is gonna be on, we're planning on like posting on Spotify and like YouTube.
We'll
So
just
yeah, we'll
try and
be
post
there.
it where like I'm not sure exactly how to post it, but like we can definitely do YouTube and like we'll look at the other platforms.
Yeah.
SoundCloud,
And then
Spotify,
just
all
do
that.
all the things to help us out.
Yeah, just all that
So
stuff.
yeah, I enjoyed it.
Leave like
And
comments as well of like stuff we should talk about maybe, or just what you thought of it.
yeah, we want to plan on doing like Q&As and stuff like later on.
Yeah.
So. And
Okay.
we'll definitely be coming out with like an Instagram and Twitter and stuff. So
Oh
we can
yeah,
talk
for
to 'em.
sure, for sure. Okay.
Okay. We'll see you back here next week.
All right, bye guys. See you next
Bye
week.
for now.
Did you end it?